Hey guys, working with high GMV creators is a cheat code for your brand. There's no doubt that the highest leverage activity on TikTok Shop is finding high GMV creators, working with them as deeply as you can. And so today I have Anna Casey Turner, who also happens to work with us at Social Commerce Club and is a high GMV creator, on today to answer your questions. I've got a lot of questions, but for those of you who are watching this live, we'll have a bunch of questions from you guys as well on Riverside. So please make sure to put your questions. If you guys are watching this on Riverside, have your questions there. If not, I have a lot of questions for us to get through. And my goal of this is for you guys, as you are watching this, to be able to go from not really knowing, number one, where to find high GMV creators, how to work with them, the sort of depth, retainers versus not retainers, how much commission to give them, what to say, how to stand out in an incredibly crowded inbox. I think that's the other thing too. We're going to be going through all of that today. So without further ado, Anna Casey Turner, welcome.
Hello, everyone.
This is fun because I get to work with Anna Casey on the daily basis. And it's really fun how you straddle both sides here. So for people who don't know anything about you, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you've done in the past and what you're up to these days.
So I am an ex-commercial insurance broker turned content creator full-time. I actually found SEC through one of our mutual brands about a year and a half ago, which is insane.
Wow. It's been that long, hey?
Yes. And so we started building this side of the agency with Jordan and Carmen and Liz. And I've loved the growth, and I love being able to still create on my own and make money, but teach other creators how to get to the same level I have while bridging that gap between brands, agencies, and creators. So I think we've done that well, and I'm excited to see where we are in 10 years from now.
Awesome. Love it. Well, let's get into it. Where do high GMV creators hang out? Like where are they? I think that's the first question that people have, right? Is like, how do I actually find high GMV creators?
So high GMV creators.
And what is the definition? So first of all, what is your definition when you think like when we talk about like a high GMV creator? Like what do they do? Like let's get into like all of those details.
Okay, so here in SEC, we have our VIP community that we consider high GMV creators, and they consistently generate $50,000 in GMV a month or higher. Most of them are $150,000 a month or higher. And consistency is key because, somebody can have a video pop off and then never have a video pop off again. So our goal is to consistently have our creators generating high GMV. And those creators they really flock together. So a lot of us are in several different agencies. We all have our own groups and group messages and things. We also correspond with each other on TikTok itself. So if we see one of our mutuals have a video pop off with a certain product, then all of us are naturally going to flock to that product and want a piece of it. So,
and do you guys like talk about this in the background? Like when there's some kind of product that's like absolutely taking off and it's maybe in your realm, are you guys talking about this like in the background?
Yes, we are talking about it. We talk about the product. We talk about the actual piece of content. And it's kind of a running joke because a lot of times it's that 15-second video, you pick up your phone and you shoot it and you don't even want to post it, but you do post it, and that's the one that pops off. And really, as long as your product like solves a problem and then that creator can portray that well to the audience, that happens quite often.
Awesome. That's great. So how do brands, so we've talked a little bit about where people hang out. Talk to me through this. Sorry, this is a bit of an aside. Where are you at right now as a creator with where people should be building their creator community for their brand? Like where should that communication happen when they actually start working with high GMV creators?
I highly suggest for brands to have their own TikTok page, and to be actively engaging, commenting with creators and talking with creators and treating them like real people. You can also talk to them through email, but you have to make sure that your subject line and your messaging, even if you're messaging them through TikTok, really jumps out to them. They get hundreds of emails and DMs a day. But if you can make that personal connection with the creators to make yourself or your brand stand out, that's a huge thing. So,
So
engage
how does
with
somebody
them.
do that? How do they actually make like how do they stand out in a crowded inbox?
That's a good question. So,
Like I'd love to know when somebody's reaching out to you, you're like scanning through and you're like, what actually makes me want to like say yes? Like there's got to be something with the product, right? Like because I imagine the amount of so funny. I'm sure you know this too, Anna Casey. So like I get hit up for promotions all the time as like a B2B influencer, all the time. Like in my inbox, I probably have 5 a day of different SaaS companies that want to work with me. And I say no to like 99% of them because I just like don't like the product. I don't think that the product actually helps ecom brands. I don't know about for you, like what does that look like for you? Because you're getting hit up like hundreds of times a day from these
yes.
brands.
They have to solve a problem. I have to be able to look at the product, know that it's a quality product, and that I can immediately come up with several content ideas to relate that to
Ah,
my life.
okay.
If
So if they make your life easier posting the product, that immediately is going to help you as a content creator and like just in general to do your job easier. So if they can make your job easier,
Right, exactly.
awesome.
So here's the thing, with TikTok Shop, this type of affiliate marketing, we are impulse, we are targeting impulse buyers, right? So for instance, Amazon affiliates, they're already going to Amazon, to the Amazon app because they need something, right? They're going to look for something. On TikTok Shop, they're scrolling. And so we want to immediately solve a problem for the target audience that they have to have that product right now. But like we don't want them to be able to scroll past that. So triggering those pain points with your product is really going to make me want to work with you.
Interesting. Okay. So that's okay. So that's great. Do you like when brands send you or and let's think just even outside of the Anna Casey Turner world, right? In general, do high GMV creators like example videos of ones that have done well?
High GMV creators actually do the research themselves. So we are very keen on saving time. Um, we don't want a big long brief, right? So if we're doing
Mm,
UGC content for a brand, we're getting paid a flat fee. Give us a brief, give us your shot list. That's fine. You're paying us a flat fee. When
yeah.
it comes to TikTok shop content, we don't need nor want all of that. One of my favorite brands provides a a product card when they deliver their product. And it just has like 5 to 7 key selling points of that product that they know is the reason why that product is going to sell
And they deliver it with the actual
with the
package.
actual
So they
product.
put a like a postcard in with the package that they're sending out to their creators.
Right. Yes. So I keep those
Brands,
postcards
such a
with
good
my
idea. Just so everyone knows, such a good idea.
Yeah, so I keep that postcard with my product. So whenever I go to shoot the product again, I have the information right there. I don't have to go searching for another email or a message or whatever. But if you provide high GMV creators with a 10-page brief and 27 videos you want them to recreate, they're going to ignore it. They're not going to do that. That's extra work on your end. Um, they're high GMV creators for a reason, and you approach them because they are that. So you need to to trust their craft.
Where do most high GMV creators do their research for products? Like if you send a product, like where are you going to do the research?
I do a lot of it on TikTok itself, but I am a firm believer in Fast Moss actually. So I go to Fast Moss.
Awesome. We are now partners with Fast Moss. So
Thank goodness.
finally, like guys, I just want you all to understand this is the dynamic, okay? Anna Casey has told me forever, stop using Calidata, you should use Fastmoss. Fastmoss reaches out to me like legitimately like 15 times. Hey Jordan, we want to work together. Hey Jordan, we want to work together. And I just like totally ignore them. When finally like something that they said to me was like, yeah, okay, I should have a call with them. Oh, they wanted to co-sponsor their huge event that they're having. And yeah, if you guys want to go to that event in LA, reach out to me afterwards. I will send you, actually, I'll send it in here. I'll put a link. And then if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I'll make sure that the link is there too for tickets. But Brand's really good place to go and get a booth, by the way, at that event, because there's going to be 10,000 plus creators at that event. So crazy. Sorry, keep going. Fast Moss. Love those guys.
Yes. I love Fast Moss. It's great for researching videos for products or products within a certain category creators have already made. So I do not train our creators, nor do I do the same, nor do I totally copy other creators' videos. That is not what we want to do, but using them as inspiration, whether it is a hook or a way that they have problem solved. Like I may not have thought about some kitchen gadget being used outside somewhere or something, and someone else brings that up. So it's great for inspiration and seeing what's popping off and what's working. So that I use TikTok itself and then mostly Fastmoss.
Awesome. So one of the things we talk about at Social Commerce Club is getting 5 samples per getting 5 videos per sample, right? That's one of our goals, right? One of our kind of North Star metrics that we're looking at with our creator network. Mm-hmm. How do we do that, right? How does a brand do that? We're going to have like, one of these talks, we had like 25,000 views on this on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of brands watching. How do they do that? How do they get 5 videos out of a sample?
Thanks for the pressure, Jordan. Your product, if your product is not selling for the creator, you may not get those 5 videos within a month. You may not get them within 2 months, okay? But you need to have a reason for that creator to keep posting your product. Because the creator is making these videos to make money, right? The brands are trying to make money and the creators are trying to make money. So as a brand or us as an agency, consistently inspiring the creators with different ways to look at your product or different ideas can help. Here at SEC, we do a lot of like fun contests as an incentive, as far as how many videos they post and the highest GMV, etc. Those really put a spark under their bottom when they get burnt out on a product. But you have to remember that the creators are the ones that are going to make your product pop off. So you have to love on them. If something's not working, give it a couple of weeks and pivot. Creators, they are going to, they're all ears for any ideas that you may have. But it's all about problem solving, because if your product is just there, flash sales, those work like crazy as well. But if your product doesn't problem solve, it doesn't have a flash sale going on, there's no reason for someone to buy it right now on TikTok. The creator's probably not going to have any kind of incentive to continue posting for your product.
So interesting question here. Okay. So some of the brands that we work with at Social Commerce Club are in the sort of apparel world, right? Apparel doesn't really solve a solution. How do apparel brands, and we figured out a great way. We figured out how to do this, right? But in general, and some of the biggest brands on TikTok Shop are in apparel, right? So we know that, but apparel doesn't solve the solution. Again, all the brands that we owned over the years were mostly in apparel and accessories, which is hard mode, right? Comparatively to problem solution. How would a brand like that? So here's kind of the question, right? You're picking from 10 similar offers. What is going to get you to say yes to that offer?
It has to have free shipping, number one. A brand should always have free shipping.
Oh,
Because
interesting. So if the brand itself does not offer free shipping on the product that they're selling, like not to you, but just like in general, if they're not offering free shipping, that's a no.
No, it's an immediate no for me.
Incredible. So that one thing, if the brand does not offer free shipping, because you know that conversion rate is so much lower if they don't offer free shipping.
Correct. And what is funny is if there's a product on TikTok that I love, I'll immediately go to Amazon, type in the first word, and you can see the trending products. People are doing the same exact thing. If
okay, sorry. Go back to that. So what is that you'll do? Because that's interesting.
Yes. So as a consumer on TikTok, not even as a creator, but if there's a product on TikTok that some creator has sold to me, and it doesn't have free shipping, it's not on sale or whatever, I will immediately go to Amazon, type in the first word of the product, and it drops down that list, and you will see where thousands of people are doing the same exact thing. They're going to Amazon to see if the product's on Amazon or to see if they can get free shipping there. And we talk about the halo effect all the time, and that is a prime example on it, especially when it comes to fashion items.
Why especially fashion items?
Because a lot of the sellers on TikTok will not have free shipping. But if you go to Amazon and you have Amazon Prime, you will have free shipping there. So,
Gotcha. So that's why they need to, if a product is on Amazon, because remember, guys, long term, so brands, right? Brands love the halo effect. Creators do not love the halo effect because they don't get paid, right? Remember that, right? Like you don't want to talk about the halo effect is just something that is going to happen, right? Like even if there's free shipping on TikTok, people just generally just trust Amazon. They've built up this massive amount of trust over time, right? And so people will go over there. That's fine. That's the tool that I'm building right now is called Halo, right? To actually measure what that effect is. But we really need to work with trying to incentivize creators to let them know, hey, like we're trying everything that we can to make the transaction actually happen here on TikTok, right? And so if you're doing anything like that, like we've worked with some huge brands, Anna Casey, that decided not to do that decided to have higher prices on TikTok Shop and not offer free shipping. And it was like, and they actually were crushing on Amazon then, right?
Yes,
but
I actually was going to mention that.
And don't mention any names, please.
Oh, no, sir. They didn't last very long, or I've been in some sales calls with our sales team, because they want to talk with me, and that actually goes one or two ways, because I'm 100% honest when I talk to creators and brands. If you want to be successful on TikTok Shop and be one of these success stories, you have to have a reason for the creators to want to sell your product, and you have to have a reason for somebody to want to buy your product on the platform. So if free shipping is not within your financial situation, then I would suggest raising the price of your product a little bit. Or if there's restrictions, if you are on Amazon, your prices elsewhere can't be lower, then you change your bundles. You put a bundle on TikTok Shop that's not on Amazon. There's several ways to get around that. And we've also had success stories with that too, Jordan, like me talking with brands, and they didn't even think about combining two of their top selling products, combining them on TikTok Shop. They didn't have that on Amazon. So that is a reason to buy on TikTok Shop, and they're not technically losing any money. So there's ways around it. It needs to just be appealing to both audiences.
So this is a wild thing. So I was doing some research on Fastmoss, not a paid promotion, everyone, just so you know. So I was doing some research on Fastmoss and looking at what Shark Ninja has done, right? And when you look at what Ninja has done with their some of their products, they've actually raised the price insanely. So their cooler is one of the number one selling products on TikTok Shop right now. They raised the price by $100, everyone. $100, and then it took off. It's like $250 US right now. Sorry, I say US because I'm a Canadian. $250 US that's like $325 or $330 Canadian. Just for anyone out there. So it's wild that happened. And they must have looked at their numbers and thought, you know what? We're just going to raise prices right now. And it worked, right? It somehow worked. Did you work with Ninja?
Yes, I've got 3 sitting out there. By the way, if y'all are wondering, they're absolutely amazing. I've got a link. I'm just kidding. But they
perfect salesperson.
I'm just kidding. Their marketing strategy on that is visually the price is and this is also a prime example, Jordan, that higher priced items can be sold on TikTok Shop. Okay. But
totally. Do not listen to people who tell you that they can't. It's just that they're not. They just don't do a good job of selling them. That's all.
Exactly. Because that commission was pretty, very pretty. But you'll see the 250.
Sorry, how much commission were they offering? It's not like we can't go find this stuff on Fastmoss. Like what's your commission on those?
Like 15, I think.
Okay, so only 15% still, but 15% on a $250 order adds up pretty quick.
Exactly. So here's the thing, the $250 price point, but then they would slash it. And so you would see $250, then you would see the flash sale on it. Ninja already kind of carries its name for itself, but the cooler itself doesn't sell itself, right? But let's talk about the cooler. It has the refrigerator drawer, refrigerator temp, dry storage. What other cooler that you know that has that? They have it on wheels.
So really cool feature to talk about, right? Again, that's what I'm thinking in the B2B world. I'm always thinking like, what's the cool thing, like little hook that you can talk about, right? Because if you can't, it's like, okay, it's just a cooler. Like, okay, big deal.
No soggy sandwiches. No soggy sandwiches. You can put your chocolate in there if you want. If you have kids, you can put their candy in there. It's not going to melt and everything. I honestly was going to go buy every size cooler so that I could join in on that. That's another thing we need to talk about. But I didn't because they sent them to me, thank goodness. But
wild. So you were because you saw how well the brand was doing on TikTok Shop. You were willing to spend money on actually buying the product, just to participate.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Just for the audience,
and we're gonna get to your guys' questions. By the way, sorry, just so everyone knows, there's a bunch of questions. We will get to those. It's just this is rolling right now. So,
I am an Amazon affiliate. I'm on LTK. I also do TikTok Shop. So I also, in my own creator strategy, try to choose products that I can where'd that word go? I can repurpose onto other affiliate platforms, right? So not only am I going to
just pause there for a second. Just so everyone knows, this is what high GMV creators want. They want omni-channel opportunities, right? That's at Social Commerce Club. This is like the big idea that we're doing is we want to work with brands that want to work across all channels. So LTK is a huge one. Amazon affiliates is a huge one. We're working with Refunnel, which is a really interesting way to actually get creators paid for ad spend, which is another really interesting thing that Anna Casey that we're sort of like bringing into.
I love it.
There. Yeah.
I love that idea.
Omni-channel. Do not just think about working with, like, you're going to do yourself a disservice if all you're doing is working with creators just on TikTok Shop.
Correct. Yeah. So LTK and ShopMy are the two larger ones. You also have I don't know if I can can I say Gary V? I don't know. The platform Gary V always talks about the what
Whatnot?
yeah,
Yeah.
whatnot. Um so we don't put all of our stuff in one basket, right? If I can repurpose a piece of content onto 5 platforms, Anna Casey's going to repurpose it to 5 platforms, you know.
Yeah.
So with Ninja, that was my strategy was, okay, I'm going to have to drop $500 on these coolers to be a part of it, but I know I'm going to make my money back if I sell just this amount. I know they have ad spend going like crazy. You can tell by the stats and the views of their top videos.
Yep.
Then I can take that exact thing, piece of content, maybe adjust it a little bit to be more platform specific on Meta platforms, YouTube Shorts, things like that. But I'll make my money back in no time. And it's popping off on TikTok. People are buying it on TikTok. I know they're going to
So
be buying it elsewhere.
So how does that work with, so let's say that you've got like LTK, you've got Amazon, and you've got TikTok shop. How does that work? Like, are you posting again on TikTok with an Amazon affiliate link at the same time?
No, I don't post. So the TikTok algorithm does not like for us to take people off of the platform, right?
Yeah, of
So
course, of course. They want everyone on TikTok shop.
yes.
Yeah.
So I leave all of my affiliate stuff to TikTok shop on TikTok. I do have my LTK and my other links in my bio just in case people go looking.
Yeah.
But then I take that video that I made for TikTok, and the way that I create my content, I should be able to only cut off the ending. So like if there's a sale that is TikTok exclusive, I will leave that call to action at the end so I can just chop that off and then repurpose it to Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Facebook. If it's an Amazon product, I can throw it on my Amazon.
I see. And then you'll put your affiliate links on those.
Yeah.
Ah, very smart. Okay. Awesome. This is really great for brands to know, right? Like of how to work with big creators, right? Because you want to make more and more on all of this kind of stuff.
Yes.
I got a question from James here. I'm going to actually throw it up on the screen here. So how does a product's price point affect your decision to work with a brand? For example, if my product's more expensive than competitors because of high-end ingredients, does that make it more appealing or challenging for you to promote?
That depends on for instance, if your product has clean ingredients and then the cheaper product is just all the junk, you know, it would be a selling point that your product has cleaner ingredients, or it's gluten-free, or it's got natural sweeteners or something like that. It's the commission portion that as a creator we would really look into. So your product may have a higher price point, but it has better selling points and a good commission and free shipping, then it's definitely doable.
Yeah. Are you looking at the percentage of commission that people are offering, or are you more looking at the total amount per item? Like which one are you looking at when you're doing your calculations in your head?
Yes, and we've talked about this before on another podcast before, but I love the number 5. Okay. So I really want my product that I'm selling to at least make $4.50 or $5. That's really my
Okay, that's your minimum. Yeah.
spot. Now
Is
I'm
that
not
what other creators are talking about? Like, is this like a normal conversation of like, so say you guys are in like a private chat. Are you guys saying like, oh, hey, by the way, it's like $27 per item sold? Or are you saying they're offering 20% commission? Which one are you guys talking about?
We're talking about the money that we can make because
okay.
Okay, I don't know if this is well known or not, but it makes sense. If your product is $45 normally, or it goes on a flash sale, then that creator's only going to make the amount on the flash sale or whenever the price when the product is sold. So it could be $5 normally, but if that product goes on a flash sale, and it's always on a flash sale, that creator's never going to make $5. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
I will say, no, don't let me lie to y'all. If a product has good GMV, like good GMV max, if it's got good ads and good ad spend going, and I know that they're pushing that product and it's only $2.50 commission, I'm going to jump on the product because I know I make great content. I know it can get picked up. So that $2.50 is going to be tripled what another product that's only $5 commission may get me.
Gotcha. Okay. This is so helpful. And Casey, I have so many questions, and so do other people. So we're definitely going the entire hour. I just want everyone to know. Okay. So here's an interesting question. I'm just going to bring this one up from James again, just because it's a good follow-up kind of question to this. So competitor skincare brand is basic 3 ingredients that don't do anything. Mine has all, I don't know what EWG verified ingredients is, and more complex formula with active ingredients. Like my competitors are, I'm just going to go down to this next one. My competitors are 20 to 30 bucks a jar, but my product is 65 because it's more expensive ingredients. And I can also do free shipping. So I think the question James is trying to ask here is like, is there still a move there?
So James, I want to follow it up with a follow-up question if you can drop it in the comments. But as we know, the skincare game, the skincare niche is there's a lot of people in the game, right?
Totally.
So James, can you tell us why are you so confident in your product and what sets your product differently than all the other name brands out there or all the other brands on there? So let's go back to that product card I was talking about. Like, you would deliver this product card with my sample.
Yeah.
Drop me
We're talking about a physical product card, everyone. Just so you know, physical product card.
Drop me 5 bullet points real quick on what sets your product apart.
Love it. And we'll get back to that, James, once you type that in, but love it. And love seeing you on here, James. Okay. I'm going to go.
Hope your packaging is really pretty, James. Packaging is huge. I love packaging.
I want to go back to this idea of apparel. And Hassan has a really interesting question here. What if an apparel brand is giving free shipping? How are you going to sell it without solving any problem? I think that's the thing, because we've been really successful with apparel at Social Commerce Club. And like, I love it when these big brands, like we're talking to like one of the biggest. And by the way, if anyone has a contact at Lulu, their stock is down like 50%. I honestly think that it is because of their ignorance of this new platform and the way that people are finding out about things. I really, truly believe it. So if anyone has a contact there, I want Lulu. That's my like ultimate. But I want to know in apparel, like what?
Yes. So you mentioned this, and I was about to go on a tangent for a second. I'll stay on track, but apparel actually can be problem solving. Okay. And it's challenging, but I love a good challenge. So especially in the fall season, everyone talks about leggings, right? Short girls have trouble with leggings because they bunch up at the bottom. And so that's just not as attractive. So if your leggings brand has 3 inseams, that is going to be what I am going to harp on. Okay.
Yeah.
Or tummy control. If it's got tummy control and 3 inseams links, I'm ready. Give me that commission. Give me that free shipping. I'm promoting that item. You can problem solve with that, especially with the mom community on TikTok. They call that the mom uniform, right? The mom uniform is leggings and an oversized shirt or an oversized sweatshirt. We've already problem solved right there, guys. You can problem solve with anything. Like, yeah,
totally. And also you have the smartest robot ever at your fingertips. Like, go on GPT-5 thinking and just ask it. Like, what problems can I solve with this, right? What are some of the angles? Give me 100 angles I can take, and there are some that will jump out at you and be like, oh, that's what I need to put on my product card that I'm going to send 100%. Out to my creators.
100%.
I think I'm going to follow up with this question here. So How can a new brand work with high GMV creators when there's no sales data or social proof? Right? How can they attract creators to work with them? Like that's the problem with this giant flywheel that is TikTok Shop, is the first turning, right?
Yes. So, more of a cold start brand, that is challenging, and shameless plug, but that is what working with an agency is going to do for you. We already have your creators. We already have a strategy for cold start brands. Can you do it on your own? Yes, but it's going to take a lot of trial and error. Um, that's where our blitz strategy that Liz and I came up with came from. That is where we hit the ground running. We get the key selling points and the data to our creators to have a call with them and tell them about the product, how to sell it, what angles to come at. It's That's really where an agency is going to be your best bet. If you're unable to go that route for some reason, you really need to make sure your messaging is nailed down, okay? um don't start your messages to the creators with, I really love your content, or I've been following you for a while. No, you have not. No, sir, you have not.
There's like 2.6 million active creators right now. There's no
No,
possible way.
no, you haven't. So we have to put hooks in our videos to keep you watching for 5 seconds. I'm going to need you to put a hook in the beginning of your messaging that makes me want to open it. If we're scrolling
Ooh.
our email or our DM, you can see the first line or two lines, okay? So think of it like content, put a hook in there. So if you know that your toner pads fixes rosacea on your face, then I need to know that in the first sentence. Okay. I need to know what your product's going to do for me.
So specifically, and again, I just want to remind everyone, this is what I'm talking about all the time, is that your job is not to sell to your customers anymore, right? On TikTok Shop, your job, Anna Casey, is your customer. That's the person you're trying to sell to. So solve their problem, because if you solve their problem, like selling, I mean, how many products at once do you think that you're repping? Like how many?
If y'all saw my
100?
content room, oh my gosh. I
I've seen
I
actual
know.
pallets in the social commerce club community, like pictures of actual pallets.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I'm making it too small, but like massive pallets of products that people are getting delivered on a daily basis. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yesterday I had 12 packages delivered. 12. I think I and the good thing about it is it's helped my shopping addiction. I'm just kidding. Because I didn't have to buy it.
Yeah, seriously though, hey, like I know I'm actually very interested. I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, psycho, like you have a agency this big and software and all this kind of stuff. I want to be a TikTok Shop creator when it comes to Canada. I actually do. I'm like, I want to
They need
do it.
to
I want to,
launch
like,
it. When are they going to launch it? I have
I don't know. I
several
have to talk to.
Canadian friends
I know
that
I got
are
to talk to our Seattle people and figure out when that launch is happening.
they want
Because
it so bad.
I know. So do I. Okay, so this is really good. So starting with a hook. So let's actually just go through and like let's break down the anatomy of like what does a great message look like to a creator. So tell me, like, what do you want to receive, like, line by line here, to that you're going to be like, yeah, I'll take a chance on this one.
I want you to talk to me not like you put it into Chat GPT. So
Awesome.
use Chat GPT as a tool, right? Um, and if you want it to write it for you, that's totally fine. But just humanize it a little bit. Take out the emojis. Just humanize it real good. We are people, and we are looking to build that long lasting relationship with brands so that we can make brands money, brands can make us money, and we can take this relationship to all platforms, right? That goes back to the beginning of the call. I don't want this to be a one and done. I need to know that it's a I like to know, I don't need to know. I like to know that it is a well established company, if you have any upcoming launches or um, new products coming out or sales coming for Q4 or things like that, throw it in there. But the first four sentences are going to be the most important part. So start with your problem solving, your commission, and right now you can do commission and then add commission. So if you're not going to do add commission until the beginning of 2026 or something, throw that in there. That right there is a good bite. Because a lot of brands are putting ad commission, 10 points below the regular commission, and that's a huge turnoff. So if you flip that and say we're not doing ads commission until January, then that is good
Interesting. So that's another little hook, is like, hey, by the way, this like 15% or 20% or whatever it is across the board.
Yeah.
Including ads commission.
Huge.
Interesting. Tell me about a time that an incredible brand was crushing and then lowered commission and everyone hated them, because I know that that's happened like multiple times. Please don't say the brand, but like, I know I've seen you guys talking about this where you're just like, screw them. Like what happens in the creator community?
It destroys the trust with the brand. It destroys it, and it puts such a bad taste in the creator's mouth. We just be upfront with people, be upfront with the creators, because guys, it was no small amount. Okay, if a creator is generating you $500,000 a month in GMV, don't just take that away from them. Okay, that will destroy it.
That is very, very, very good to know.
Was that nicely put?
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Sky, I'll quickly answer your question. My YouTube channel, I have tons and tons and tons of overview kind of stuff over there. So if you just go search Jordan West e-commerce entrepreneur on YouTube, and you guys may be watching this on YouTube, there's just tons of stuff in there. So you can figure out everything from zero to $1 million all on there. So okay, we have so many more questions. This is amazing. I am loving this. Let's quickly talk about apparel and accessories, specifically socks. We happen to be working with one of the biggest sock brands in the world right now, which is fun. And so we can talk a little bit about this, obviously without naming who they are. How would you be successful with, let's go into socks. How would you be successful?
I love socks. I love socks. So not all socks are the same, right? So for instance, this brand, socks are very thick. They have several different types. Right now, the trend for women are the frilly socks on the top, or the ones with the bows on the back. It's legging season. We'll go back to that. So women love putting the socks on. The decorative stuff shows on top, or like the two stripes on top to pop out of the top of their boots. That is trending like crazy. They want cute socks. That is a key selling point. Or if your socks are the athletic kind, where it has the compression around the center where your arch of your foot is, right? That is great for athletes and people that run, jog, walk, really anybody. I don't do any of that, and I love them. So socks definitely can problem solve. Not all socks are created equal at all. So the way they look, and then the actual like way that they're made and what they were made for. So there needs to be a specific why. Like, why was this made? When you sat down with your business partner, did you just say, let's make socks as cheap as possible, throw them in a bag and see if we can sell them? That's not going to sell. But if you say, I have problems with the arch of my foot, I sat down and made this sock. I designed this sock to apply pressure to the arch of my foot to help it not to cramp up as much, or something like that. There has to be a reason.
There has to be something, whether it's like maybe it's the fabric, right? Maybe it's like, again, in apparel, we have done this for years of like trying to figure out like, okay, how do we solve these little problems? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go to James's. Let's go back to James. So James has put in his 4 big points. Okay. We're going to Anna Casey, I want you to sort of tear this apart, right? Kindly, right? In a good way. Or it could be like, hey, James, awesome. Just keep doing that. Tearing
James
apart
says,
is going to
tear
be,
me apart.
James says, tear me apart. Okay, good. Good, James. Good. Learning. That's a growth mindset. So here they are. Regenerative base, superior and a tier above just organic or grass-fed. Okay. This is for skincare. Remember, everyone. Multi-layer bioactive formula, unlike the typical 3-ingredient balms, the base being a carrier oil and an essential oil. I use a complex formula with bioactive ingredients, not just cheap filler. High performance texture, arrowroot powder, squalane, and meadow foam create fast absorption and a light, non-greasy finish. Purity and transparency, no essential oils like all my competitors, no water, no preservatives. Every ingredient is disclosed and sustainably sourced. What would you do with that, Anna Casey? Rip it apart.
James, is it on any
yes.
other platforms? Jordan, how do I scroll up on my... There it is. I couldn't find the
It's
bar.
not on any other platforms right now. So right now he's just TikTok Shop.
Okay.
He's launching soon.
Okay. So it definitely has a good selling feature as far as ingredients and things go. A lot of people are being very conscious about what they put on their skin to go into their body, right? So that is a great selling point. Because it is in the skincare niche, I would highly focus on bundles, on bundling the products together to take the guesswork out of it. So you also, like, we need to focus on who is your target audience. So when you started crafting these, did you when you started mixing ingredients, were you focusing on the elder millennials that are having to focus on the crow's feet that are popping in, or did you focus on the people just getting into skincare? Who is your target audience?
Yeah, 35 to 55 women.
Okay. So I would take the guesswork out of it and bundle it together. So like your skincare must-haves to get that youthful glow back, right? So you need your cleanser, you need your hyaluronic acid, or I'm sorry, I don't know what the products are, but put your bundle together so that they can get the best bang for their buck. And it takes the guesswork out of, okay, I'm going to have to buy this. I'm going to have to buy this. I'm going to have to buy this.
One thing I'm also hearing here that I think is really important for everyone to understand is that Anna Casey she's actually just saying like, yeah, like this product, this thing, right? So James, you came in with all of your product features and Anna Casey immediately went to benefits, right? She immediately went to crow's feet, looking younger. Like that's what the product does, right? And then you can go in and say like, well, hey, it's because there's no it's because we source these ingredients, right? Yeah. But don't start with the ingredients, right? Like
no.
Don't start there. You want to start with the problem solved.
Yeah, that's an immediate swipe. So when I train my creators, I always train them in the first 5 seconds. We are calling out our target audience. That's the first thing out of your mouth. And then the second thing is going to be the pain point that you're solving. Why do people need to keep watching your video, right? So in this instance, I would say, my millennial girls, we're getting older and our wrinkles are showing. I've got a whole bundle for you to fix that or something. I don't know. I was put on the spot. But, in the first 5 seconds, like, you have to call out your audience and you have to tell them the pain point that they're having. And then the body of your content, you're going to give 2 or 3 key selling points on how you're going to solve that pain point, right?
Anna Casey, I got some really fun stuff here to finish it off. So we've got about 5 minutes left here. You know what? I'm going to go with Gavin's question next. because I think this is an interesting one. I just want to do this, and then I'm going to have a few fun questions. So I have a protein juice brand. It tastes like liquid IV with 22 grams of protein with even more electrolytes. Interesting. I want that. Send that to me, Gavin.
Yeah, clear protein. Is it clear protein, Gavin?
I'm reaching out to creators that have promoted electrolytes. Oh yeah, it is clear protein. Yeah. I'm reaching out to creators that have promoted our electrolytes, but our response rate is low through TikTok target collabs. I plan to implement the blitz strategy mentioned before struggling to get a few hundred creators in a short period of time to effectively execute a blitz. Any suggestions? I'm glad that you know the product.
First off, clear protein. This is the time to do it, Gavin.
Just come and work with us, Gavin. That's the reality. Is like, just come to Social Commerce Club. We'll blow it up. We have like literally the best freaking guy for this right now that we just hired, that I poached from a different company that has produced like $10 million of GMV this year for supplements. So
yeah. But a lot of people need more protein in their diet, right? But we're tired of drinking that thick, milky protein shake with that chalky aftertaste. So when they came out with clear protein, you literally are drinking a juice and increasing your protein intake. You can't get
with electrolytes. Like I would have that
electrolytes.
Yeah.
At the same time. Like this should not be a problem. So Gavin,
it's putting like the two biggest things together right now. Protein and electrolytes together.
So it has to be your messaging. Like it has to be your messaging, buddy, because that is gold and I need a PR package.
Perfect.
Like
Gavin,
is gold.
Just email Jordan at Social Commerce Club. And are you Anna Casey at Social Commerce Club? Is that your email address?
I think they just did it as Anna. Yeah.
Anna. Okay. Yeah. Do that. Just email us after, Gavin. Okay. Great
and
question.
It's 22 grams of protein.
That's insane. Like I think that anyone that's looking at both of those things would be like, oh, I want to have that. Like that is going to be, that one.
Like if I saw that video, I wouldn't even have to finish the video. If they said electrolytes and 22 grams of protein in a juice form, it's not creamy, milky shakes, like sold. Like what's your price point? Do you have free shipping? See, those are the three things. Your messaging, do you have free shipping, and what's the price point? And is it sold
Interesting.
in a pack?
Okay, so it's that simple. It's really like those are three pretty simple questions. So free shipping is like an absolute must. If you do not have free shipping, just don't go on TikTok Shop. Is that what I'm hearing?
No. So can I tell y'all about a success story that I had that actually made me cry in the past 2 weeks? Okay. So many people are scared that you cannot have organic success on TikTok anymore. You can. There is a small business that I bought their sweatshirt actually, like with my own money. And here in the South, I'm in Nashville. We love SEC football. Every Saturday, that is our Saturday. And it's an embroidered sweatshirt with Tennessee Vols on it. It's different. It's not like everything else. It's got like our Smokey the dog on there. It's a different fabric. And on the sides, it has bows. Nobody else has sold this. That's why I bought it, because it was so nice. It's free shipping. This is a one lady team. She only had one machine running at this time. In the past 3 weeks, I have sold over 500 of her sweatshirts. She has bought another machine, and then next week she plans to buy another machine. I have changed this lady's life because of one video I posted on TikTok. And she doesn't have the money for ad spend, but she had a product that was different. It looked different. It was quality made. It was a small business. It was the way that I grabbed my target audience and drew them in, right? I don't want people to think that it can't be done, but it has to be your product. Your product has to have a reason for people to buy it. And at the time that I bought it and I first started promoting it, it was free shipping. It's not free shipping now, but the product is so stinking good. People are still buying it even with $7.99 shipping.
Wow. Incredible. Gavin, you're in Langley. I'm actually not in Abbotsford. I live in Penticton now. Beautiful Penticton. I got out of the Fraser Valley. So that's awesome. But just recently. It was the best move. Highly recommend it. I'm trying to build a like big entrepreneurial community up here. Super fun. Anna Casey, thanks for your time. If we had more time, I would keep going. I heard a Rome knock on your door already, so I know people are trying to get a hold of you. So thank you. Before you go, what is the most favorite hook that you've used recently? I feel like they just like spit out of you all the time, these hooks.
Yeah, I tend to talk in them. Normal conversation.
I know, totally. Yeah. I get exactly what you're saying.
It just kind of comes out. I'm not sure.
Okay. That's okay. If one pops up, you let us know. Where can people connect with you? And thanks for all your time today.
Yes, awesome. I always love doing these calls. You guys can find me on Instagram at acturner_ or on TikTok at life.as.annacasey. And if y'all need anything, let me know.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for sticking on. There was tons of you guys on here. Really appreciate this. And hopefully this was lots of value. Thanks, guys.
Bye.